And now, your Titan FC Bantamweight Champion of the World, Farkhad Sharipov.
The new Titan FC Bantamweight Champion, Farkhad Sharipov, emerges victorious.
What's going on, Fight House fans? Welcome back. We're on the phone with Farkhad Sharipov, who's getting ready to face off with Jose Shorty Torres for his Bantamweight title at Titan FC 44. What's going on, Farkhad? How you doing? Welcome to the Fight House.
Hey, Jason. How you doing? Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem, man. Everything's going great over here. How's everything with you? How's camp going? How's the weight going? How's all that?
Excellent. We're 2 weeks away, we're trying to finish up the camp, last week of hard sparring and training, and then just working on small details, to finish up the camp.
True. You got a tough fight ahead of you against Jose Shorty Torres. Were you surprised when Jose showed up on your radar there and looking for a fight with you?
I was a little bit surprised, it proves that the kid has a heart, and he's looking for the best matchup, because not everybody is up to fight heavier guys, and especially champion against champion, There is a reason because I'm a champion. And, it's different weight classes. You got to give credit to Jose.
Definitely, it's looking like it's going to, when you look at it on paper, it looks like it's going to be a great fight. I'm really looking forward to seeing it. It was my understanding that originally you weren't too impressed with the idea. You weren't really wanting to take the fight at first. It didn't really make much sense to you. Why was it that you weren't so eager to take the fight at first?
He's a champion, 125 champion, and I'm planning to go down to 125. I think that's originally a weight class that I was supposed to fight, but I never fought on 125. I fought 135 and 145, taking the fights in short notice. Trying to do a smart move. And who's the best guy to beat, to go to UFC? It's 125 champion, prove that I can make the weight, and fight the 125. I know we're fighting for my belt, but next my step, after I defeat Shorty, I'm going to go after his belt, challenge his belt. I gave him a chance without arguing and telling him, to fight 135 somebody before he steps in. I gave him a shot right away, so hopefully he's going to do the same thing.
Actually, that was one of the things I was going to ask you, man, because I had seen when I was going through your social media accounts, preparing for the interview, I had noticed that you had called for a fight with Demetrious Johnson. For one of the UFC events. Sorry, go ahead.
I would love to fight, and I like that tough competitions. I like to fight the best. When you wait to prove you're the best, you can fight the best, and everybody knows that. Demetrious Johnson didn't have a good competition for a couple of years. It's the same people he's been fighting all over again. And I think that I just deserve a shot. I just needed one shot to prove that, I can beat Demetrious Johnson.
Yeah, no, exactly. And I was surprised because I had seen it and I was like, oh, 125 is an option for Farkhad. So I was going to ask you, is that after this fight, were you going to take aim at Shorty's flyweight title? So it sounds like you are.
Yeah, I'm going down to 125, whatever comes, if he won't call me, if he gives me a shot, I'll definitely going to go down to 125. If not, I'm gonna ask for 125 title shot for Titan FC.
Now, when you look at the UFC, we were just talking about the UFC now. When you see their divisions, does it make more sense for you to maybe drop down to 125? Because the 135 division's a gauntlet of killers. It seems like it might probably take a little bit longer to get the call into that division with its depth. But flyweight is just starving for people. Sorry?
Yeah, well, for flyweight, I think they need to move the eyes, but the 135, the UFC needs a good competition, I believe. And I feel it's not that I'm scared to go to 135, whatever, they can call me 145.
Mm-hmm.
I was hoping, there was an article on Facebook that Artem Lobov from Connor's camp,
Yep.
that he couldn't make weight, and I was ready to step into 145 to fight Swanson. It's not that I'm looking for easier and smaller weight. whatever comes first, they give me a chance, they give me an opportunity, 125, 135, 145, I step in any minute. They can call me today, and tell me that you're going to fight tomorrow. In one day, I can cut 10 pounds, and I feel strong next day. So anything comes first, but, in the long run, I would love to try myself at 125 to fight Demetrious Johnson, He's a beast. He's a beast. He's been proving it. He's on a 10 fight win streak. So for me, I just want to fight. It's not because he's a champion. I don't care about that title. I want to fight the best kid out there. I want to be the best.
Yeah, and I hope you didn't take it the wrong way. I wasn't trying to imply that you were afraid to take on the bigger fighters. It was just more that the path I was thinking might be quicker at 125 to get to the big show because of the lack of depth. That's more what I was saying. Was just 145 and 135 are deep divisions, so it might take a little bit longer to get that call. Where 125 could be a quicker road. That was more what I was getting at.
Yeah, that makes sense too. That's what I was thinking as well. And 125, there's not a lot of people at 125. And like I say, Demetrious Johnson keeps fighting the same people, same people. So maybe you're right. It's a faster way to get to the bigger show.
What was it that back to Jose? What was it that changed your mind and had you more optimistic about taking the fight with him? Because I know there was like a little Instagram exchange, but was that the reason that got you a little bit more motivated to want to take that fight, or was it other reasons?
No, I mean Jose Torres is very respectful man, and you gotta give. He didn't talk trash or anything. He just asked. He just called out. He just asked for the shot. I understand he's looking for the best matchup and a shortcut to get to UFC. I don't blame him.
Mm-hmm.
He has a good amateur career, and he doesn't want to stay long. Probably he feels comfortable. So I would do the same thing. I thought about it first, and then I say, what's the best thing to have for the promotion as well? To have a champion against champion. The best fighters fighting. To prove who's the best fighter. I think it's a good thing for the promotion as well. So I didn't think twice, and I just gave him a title shot.
Sweet. The one thing when I look at it though, this is a very dangerous fight for you. It's more dangerous for you than it is for Jose. I mean, it's your belt on the line. You're fighting the smaller man. A loss would probably be a little bit more devastating to your career at this point. Why take a fight like this with it seems like it has much more of a downside than an upside for you?
I mean, like I said, he's a champion. It will be proof that once he beat UFC veteran, a couple or one of them, So it will be good proof for me, that I can 125. I go down when I go down to 125. And he's a good prospect. He's a good prospect. I think he will have a successful career. And he's been proven. He stopped all the fighters that he had. He stopped them. I don't think it's dangerous for me. I think that will be easier fight for me, than fight a bigger guy. He's a smaller guy, and I think he didn't face anybody strong like me. Because I'm very strong at 135 division.
You've fought a lot of stiff competition. Do you feel like your pro experience is going to play a role in this fight? Like just having that much more pro experience than him?
Say it again.
Sorry, I said. Do you feel like you fought a lot of good competition? You've had a lot of professional fights. Do you feel like your pro experience is going to play a big role in this fight?
Yeah, I think so, but it's a mental approach too. I feel good. He never fought 5 minute rounds. When I don't think all the two fights, the title fight and defense title, he went 1 round or 2 rounds.
Yeah.
So I fought a lot of distance. I fought tougher guys. I fought stronger guys. I fought guys that next day were like 160, 165. When I fought 145. And top prospects, champions, different organization champions. And I think mentally is more prepared. When somebody takes you to deep waters, this can definitely play a big role.
Where do you feel like your biggest advantage is in this fight? When you assess his skills and your skills, where do you feel like you'll enjoy the biggest advantage?
my stand-up is better. My ground game is way better. You know, defense, wrestling defense. You know, great. I feel like I'm all well-rounded, more well-rounded fighter than him.
Is there anywhere when you assess again, like when you assess his skills, when you look at what he brings to the table, is there anywhere in the fight where you feel like, okay, he might be stronger there than me, or he might have an advantage there?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I feel 100% comfortable. I feel stronger anywhere. You know, my stand-up is definitely. You know, I can fight hands down with him. You know, on the ground, I feel way more dangerous. You know. My game, especially, you know, for this camp, you know, I've been working a lot on ground game as well with the top jiu-jitsu fighters. So I feel comfortable. I feel very comfortable. But you know, you never. I mean, I shouldn't underestimate. You know, it's the biggest mistake I can do. You know, I can make, because the guy is coming out hungry. You know. He's coming to prove a point, and that will be the only weakness and only mistake I could make is just underestimate him.
What is next for you after this? Like, what are your goals for the rest of the year? What comes
Anything,
after a fight like this?
I'm looking for a boxing belt. You know, I want to be the first guy. You know, for me, it's more important right now. I want to be the first guy in the history who is an MMA fighter. And actually, I have a glory fight, you know, working out right now. Maybe in September, you know, I'm in contact with the glory right now. So I want to try myself, you know, at glory. Anything counts, because my concept with Titan FC allows me do any sports besides MMA. I can fight anything. I can fight kickboxing, Muay Thai, or I can fight boxing. So for me, you know, I fought top Olympians, boxers, and stuff like that. And now, when I'm in shape, it's gonna be a good chance for me to, after 2-3 fights, get some belt in boxing. That's the whole dream. I think I can accomplish, you know, a lot of black belt jiu-jitsu. You know, I'm a USA Open Sambo bronze medalist. I competed in Sambo international tournaments, wrestler, you know, kickboxer, boxer, and I just want to get another belt, you know, and just want to make a mark in the history.
You know, one of the new things that's opened up, I've been asking all the fighters about this that I've had the chance to interview recently. The World Series of Fighting shut down, and they've opened up this new promotion, Professional Fighters League, and it's more of a season, and they have an off season and all that. But most importantly, there's $1 million prize for whoever wins the title at the end of each year. When you start hearing things like that, does that make you consider something like that, like making it?
I mean, absolutely. I just wanna start making money. Yeah, definitely. I've been seeing the difference, you know, in pain, and we sacrifice a lot. We do a lot of things for the sport. We sacrifice, we risk our lives, and I think we need to get paid. We need to get paid pretty good, you know, for things what we're doing. And for me, it would be good to fight the best. I just want to fight the best. I want to hold a couple titles. I want to make a history as a good fighter. You know, so people, like, when people talk about great fighters, you know, Couture and other fighters, you know, they're still in the talking, you know, they're in the history of Hall of Fame, DJ Penn and stuff like that. I want to be one of them, so when I get older and I get a grandkids, I want them, you know, admire things that I've done.
That's awesome, man. And you know, I always appreciate people that have big goals. You dream big, and big things happen. So I know you predicted it earlier, man, but let's ask you one more time. What's your prediction for the fight? Last question.
It depends. It all depends. I can't really guarantee you because I don't like just to talk.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, if we stand up, it's definitely going to end up. I'm finishing him on the stand up. If it goes to the ground, you know, I'm definitely finishing on the ground. You know, it depends how he's going to play the cards. You know, if he's going to stay in front of me, if he's going to move a lot, if he's going to, you know, it all depends what he's going to do. I have to play by ear, you know, but if he stays out with me, he never felt a punch like that, you know. He never felt speed like I have in movements, and especially right now when I've been practicing and sparring with the top guys. So top boxers especially. And boxing helps a lot, with the time and speed, accuracy, it helps a lot. But MMA is not a boxing, so I have to take that criteria, in calculation. So I'll be working on different style and speed. So we'll see how it goes. We'll play by ear.
Actually, I will say this before we let you go, that he had actually talked to Jose just a few minutes ago, and he was saying that that's the one thing with your pro experience, your boxing experience, he plans to test his hands out against you. Do you think that would be foolish on his part to want to stand in front of you like that and bang?
He said that what? He has a good stand-up tension?
He said he wants to test out his striking against your striking because he knows you have the professional boxing experience.
I would love to see that. I would love to see that. If he unless he's playing mentally game, and I would love to see that. I would love to strike with him. I wish he keeps he does what he says he's going to do.
Well, man, I'm looking forward to this fight. I have been since I found out about it when it was first announced. I think it's going to be a great one, and I wish you all the luck in the world. And hopefully we can talk again after. And good luck with everything. Thank you for coming on the show and giving us some of your time.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate you guys. Looking forward. You guys, if you can come to the fight, watching UFC Fight Pass, it's going to be a good fight workshop. We're like 2 weeks away, so it's going to be a great fight. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Absolutely, man. You have a great night.
Same to you.
Bye.